So I'm standing here at 3529 St Gaudens in Coconut Grove, standing here with Herbert Brito, who is a local South Florida architect and part of the historic designation.
Well, I specialize in historic preservation.
Historic preservation, there we go, getting that right. So the reason we're going to do this video is to actually showcase the house, but at the same time, give you guys some education on the historic nature of homes in South Florida.
This house dates from 1920, so it's 100 years old. There's a lot of history, not only with associations, but architecture. The architects that they commissioned were Keenan Elliott, and they were down here designing wonderful Mediterranean homes. This is an example of that.
So let's take you inside the house. We're going to tour around and we're going to talk a little bit, myself and Herbert, about the historic market down here and where the value lies. And I think the first thing that's important to really kind of highlight with a home like this is its uniqueness. Now, we've said this before in a lot of our videos and we say it many times over. Generic product will get crushed on resale value. The more you get of a mass-produced product, the less it appreciates. It's simple supply-demand economics. But houses like this, they're unique. So, Herbert, take us through some of the unique features of this property that would make it superior to your normal run-of-the-mill construction at this price point.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the first thing you notice coming in is the open floor plan. Yeah. And this, of course, is due to the fact that ventilation was a key factor in the design of 1920s homes. So instead of having these tight compartmental spaces, you have a flow that goes throughout the entire house. Second thing you see here is this beautiful stone fireplace. And this is real stone. It is not coat stone or cast stone, which many of the 1920s fireplaces have. This is honest-to-goodness carved stone fireplace. The wide beams add a tremendous amount of charm to this living area. And if you focus closely, you'll see the original stencil patterns that are still up there. Now, let's take a look also at the wide expanse of windows. You see, to allow natural daylight in. And what that does, it has, along with the cross ventilation that it does provide, it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to bring a lot of natural daylight inside the house. So electricity is actually like a second afterthought.
Yeah.
You know, it's the natural lights first. Notice how beautiful the double entrance door with the arch. That's a very expensive replacement of that door and impact. You don't find that much impact windows that are arched like that. And one of the nice things about this property is there's so much room for expansion. The lot is huge, and given the floor area ratio, you can add thousands of square feet to the house and really create a magnificent entertainment home.
So you designed a layout for this house to expand it.
Yes.
So right now it sits just a little under 3,000 square feet.
Correct.
And you're talking about an expansion that will take this house to...
We were doubling the size of the house, a 2-car garage. We were doing a total of 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, staff, family room, new kitchen, double height breakfast area. So we were doing a little bit of quirks following through the original architect's design intent. We were still respecting the fact that this is South Florida. And we wanted to bring, again, the outside in.
Well, I've seen the plans. It's absolutely gorgeous. One thing that you'll notice, as certainly as Herbert mentions, is the size of the lot here. This is a big lot. And one of the things that we kind of realized is that these historic homes, these incredible historic homes that we have, often sit on some of the most prized real estate that South Florida has to offer. Why? Because back in the day, they had the choice to put the house anywhere. They were the key landowners and property owners for Miami or the rest of South Florida. And so for them, it was about location, 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 just as it is today. So this house sits, as we know, on St Gaudens, one of the best streets you can be in Coconut Grove. But the lot itself is lush and surrounded by other equally sized lots. But ironically, you're 5 minutes to the heart of Coconut Grove. You can walk to all the shops and restaurants and still feel like you're in the most private, secluded location possible.
And 15 minutes to the airport.
And 15 minutes to the airport.
Which is actually quite important for Coconut Grove. What's so nice is this is one of the highest points in Coconut Grove, too. Yeah. So if you walk St. Gaudens all the way to Biscayne Bay, you will see that it slopes down. You are on high ground here. So just as, you know, we have a lot of hurricanes, we just had a hurricane scare. This house has been here 100 years. There's not a single crack. This house will be here another 100 years and dozens of more hurricanes. You don't have to worry about that with a historic house.
People who are relocating, of course, you got a lot of people who come down to South Florida and they don't know Miami at all. They don't know Miami-Dade, and they call me up and they'll say, okay, David, I'm thinking about moving down here with my family. Now, we know we have the best private schools down in Coconut Grove and Coral Gables. What are the other things that you really notice that when people come down here that you've worked with in the past that you feel is important to share with those people who don't live in South Florida, don't live in Miami and don't know it, that they might appreciate? I mean, especially now we're seeing relocations coming from LA and New York and Connecticut and Baltimore.
Well, one of the best things about Coconut Grove is the pedestrian ambiance that the city offers. And again, you can walk down to downtown Grove and sit outside in a restaurant for any meal a day, any drinks at night, and walk back home. It's safe, it's convenient, there's bike trails all over the place, and of course, there's wonderful natural shade.
So with a home like this, if you're looking to move down to South Florida, or if you're here already and you're looking for an exceptional home, something that will appreciate and hold value for many years to come, something that will be standing in 100 years, something well built, and something really special in one of the most prized locations, you couldn't do any better than this. So give us a call, shoot me an email, send me on WhatsApp, even chat online. Any questions, you can call me. And of course, if you've got any architectural questions, I'll be more than happy to connect you with Herbert, who is a wealth of information. Herbert, thank you for doing this today. Really appreciate it.
Thank
and
you,
we'll
David.
speak soon. Thank you.
Bye.